Welcome to DB44 and welcome to the first ever episode of the Global Wrestling Association. Here's how the GWA works. We have 100 wrestlers on our roster, 50 in the American League, each representing a state, which you will see here tonight, and 50 in the International League, each representing a country, which you will see in the video following this one. These wrestlers will compete against other wrestlers from their own league throughout the 21-week regular season. The wrestlers at the end of the season with the most points will move on to the postseason. Points are given out by wins and draws. Wins are worth 3 points, and draws are worth 1, and losses are obviously worth 0 points. Now, with the pleasantries out of the way, it is time for the first ever matchup in GWA history. We have Ivan Mikhailov from Alaska taking on Luke Jackson from Alabama. And making his way to the ring first will be the man from Alabama. The man that they call the Juggernaut, Luke the Juggernaut Jackson. He is the man to first enter the GWA arena. The man to first enter the American League arena. And he is the first matchup in GWA history. Luke Jackson, they call him the Juggernaut because of his unmatched power and strength and ability in that wrestling ring. Luke Jackson undoubtedly looking to be the first victor in GWA history. Has the honor of being the first ever matchup. Can he pick up those 3 points in the first ever regular season? Can this be the start of an undefeated streak? There you see the pyro given to Luke Jackson. His opponent tonight, though, Ivan the Glacier Mikhailov from Alaska. This is not going to be an easy matchup for Luke Jackson to win, but if anyone can do it, it is Luke Jackson. The crowd, I can't tell if they're actually behind Luke Jackson or not. But he is trying his best to get this crowd behind him because he knows how important that is. The crowd support, the fan support, all of it. And he is here to pick up those 3 points. But first he will have to get through. He will have to try to get through this man. Making his way to the ring now, and you see Luke Jackson just kind of laughing at him. Ivan Mikhailov making his way to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, that trademark handlebar mustache, I know he looks like a joke, but when he steps into that ring, he is all business, and he is a very dominant force within that wrestling ring. And you can tell the crowd more behind Ivan Mikhailov than they were behind Luke Jackson. Ivan Mikhailov looking to do exactly what Luke Jackson's looking to do, obviously, and pick up those 3 points. Pick up that first ever victory in GWA history. This isn't just another match. This is the first matchup. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're with me still, for whatever reason, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment of things I can do better. And when the match starts, trust me, the commentary is going to get better. Ivan Mikhailov just soaking in this moment, taking in the atmosphere here in the GWA American League arena. Welcome to the Global Wrestling Association, and I believe it is time for the first ever matchup in GWA history. Referee, do everyone here a favor, do the fans at home a favor, and ring that bell. Here we go. Starting things off, the lockup these two are, and immediately snapping him over, and there's a fist to the face. Ivan Mikhailov already busted open. Not even 10 seconds into the match, Ivan Mikhailov already busted open. Luke Jackson, the kick to the head, the exposed flesh. of Ivan Mikhailov, the cut on his forehead. Luke Jackson up to the top rope. What's he thinking here? Bionic elbow, but I believe Ivan was able to get out of the way or at least get clipped on the way down. Tossing him into the corner now. Lifting him up, tree of woe position. Has his foot bent around the turnbuckle. But Ivan able to fight his way out with that kick. And now powering Ivan up. And Snake Eyes in the corner. Dropping him face first on the turnbuckle. Luke Jackson's trying just to wear down Ivan Mikhailov on the outside of the ring. You have to the count of 10 to reach the inside of the ring. If one man enters the ring by the count of 10, then they win. If both men are on the outside, it will be a draw. And now into the steps. Luke Jackson being sent into the steps by Ivan Mikhailov. This is Alaska versus Alabama. And right now, Alaska seems to be winning here. A flying headbutt. Going for distance there. Into the ring goes Luke Jackson. Sent in there by Ivan Mikhailov. Now snapmare. And again, that move that busted open Ivan in the first place. But Ivan getting straight back up to his feet. Luke being sent into the corner again. And right back into the tree of woe position. Foot being bent around that turnbuckle. And now Ivan just punishing Luke Jackson in the corner. Boot being driven into the face of Luke. Ivan getting the crowd right back behind him here. And there's a leg drop from Ivan Mikhailov. They're just tossing him into the mat repeatedly. Up on the top rope. A leg drop from the top rope from Ivan Mikhailov. 2. And that's a no. It is a 2 count, says the referee. Another leg drop attempt there. Landing straight on his tailbone instead. Luke Jackson now. Just back body drop. All the weight of Ivan Mikhailov just crashing down. Straight into the mat. Went for the juggernaut spear. Ivan able to sidestep it. Hits a bulldog instead. What a move there from Ivan. Very well could have just saved this entire match for him. Sidestepping the juggernaut spear, as Luke Jackson calls it. Now Luke Jackson just tossing Ivan Mikhailov into the corner. And now bouncing his face off that top turnbuckle repeatedly. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you from experience, that is just a thin pad covering a metal beam. Ivan, what's he thinking here? Charging up into the corner. I believe he's going for a splash in the corner. Luke Jackson had it scouted. And again, that move connecting. 1. And a kick out immediately from Ivan. Luke Jackson in control of this match. But Ivan Mikhailov snapping him down. Now Luke able to fight back, hits that DDT. Could this be the beginning of the end? But Ivan Mikhailov still has fight left in him. Just enough fight left in him to grab his leg and twist. Now sending him crashing into the mat with that overhead press. And a 3 count, no. Referee still saying it's 2. You can see Ivan just getting noticeably more frustrated as this match continues. Luke Jackson remaining calm. And there's a world's strongest slam But Luke Jackson straight back to his feet. Eats a headbutt for his troubles. Luke Jackson in a bad way here from the top rope. What in the world? Spiral tap, I believe. 1, 2, and a kick out somehow. All the weight of Ivan Mikhailov just spun straight down and crashed straight through Luke Jackson. And Luke Jackson somehow able to kick out of it. Luke's showing the fight of a man from Alabama, showing the fight of a man with heart. Now being sent off the top rope, so I don't know how long that fight lasted. Ivan Mikhailov now setting him up for something here. What's this gonna be? Oh my goodness! Luke Jackson's head just went straight into the mat, and Ivan Mikhailov will walk away winner. Ivan Mikhailov, the first ever winner in GWA history. What a match that was. What a first appearance for both of these men. But tonight, it is Alaska's Ivan Mikhailov who is the better man. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your second matchup of the evening. We have Arizona's Jack Reeves taking on Arkansas's Brock Dawes. And making his way to the ring first and foremost will be Arizona's own Jack Desert Fury Reeves. And there you see him carrying that lucky guitar that he nicknamed Ari. Claims that guitar is the reason that he wins any of his matches. And he travels with it everywhere that he goes. There's never a moment where that guitar is not around him. Jack Reeves has to be prepared for an absolute war here tonight going against Brock Dawes, a man who is nicknamed the Razorback, and that is not for no reason. Brock Dawes is a very dangerous individual. He can make you tap out, or he can make you pass out, or he can knock you out cold, and that's what Jack Reeves has to be prepared for here. Let's hope when that bell rings that Jack Reeves, for his sake, is prepared for an absolute fight. And there you hear the music of Brock Dawes. He picked music, a walkout song that does not fit his entrance whatsoever, as a way to get in the head of his opponents. Brock Dawes, do not let the music fool you, is a very dangerous individual, as I already said previously. You hear the crowd already kind of behind Brock Dawes just from this entrance alone. Just a menacing presence making his way to the ring, slow and steady as this weird music plays throughout the arena. His opponent is forced just to watch this entrance, is forced just to listen to this music. And I don't know if anyone else can see it, but I see Jack Reeves right in front of our announce table, just looking back, just looking around, really confused, just looking around, asking us what's even happening. Brock Dawes just staring a hole through Jack Reeves. Finally reached the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good time to remind you this is only the second match of the evening of 6 matches. And later tonight, it is the headline match, Kaani Leilani from Hawaii taking on Idaho's Luke Miller. That is the headline match tonight, and that is sure to be an absolute dogfight. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of dogfights, it is time for this match to get underway. it is time to figure out who is going to be the second ever winner in GWA history, and who's going to walk out of here with those 3 coveted points. Here we go, referee. It is time once again to ring the bell. These 2 men are about to go to war. You see Brock Dawes clearly has the height advantage over Jack Reeves, but that doesn't matter. Reeves bouncing off that middle rope with a springboard forearm. And now Reeves seems to be the one in control of this match, despite the mind games from that entrance, that long entrance of Brock Dawes. But Dawes already back in control here. Reeves able to fight out of that powerbomb attempt. Now into the corner goes Brock Dawes. Reeves working the leg against the ropes. From experience, ladies and gentlemen, being in that ring, that does not feel good. That is not a move that anyone wants to be on the receiving end of, especially that move too. Getting dropped straight on his back. That ring is very thin padding and just wood and steel underneath it. That is not a trampoline, despite popular belief. That is not a trampoline. That is not something that feels good to land on. And now Brock Dawes charging him in the corner. A forearm in the corner from Brock Dawes. The Razorback telling everyone to shush. And a swinging neck breaker. Dawes now in control, but Reeves able to reverse it. Delivering some nice forearms, some elbows. Referee in position. 1, 2, and a kick out by Brock Dawes. And now a deadlift power bomb from Jack Reeves, following up with a knee. A knee square on the chin of Brock Dawes. This man, if that was any normal man, they would have been knocked out cold. Now you see that submission locked in. I don't really know what to call that submission. We need to come up with a name for it for Jack Reeves. And now a brain buster. Brock Dawes getting spiked straight into the ring. 2, and that's 3. And Jack Reeves making quick work of Brock Dawes. What a win here for Jack Reeves, picking up those 3 points in quick fashion here against Brock Dawes. What a match it was. What a quick match it was. That entrance of Brock Dawes having no effect on Jack Reeves whatsoever. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to switch gears to your next matchup. From California, we have Diego Hernandez taking on Colorado's Cole Falconer. What a match this is about to be, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the arena for the action. And making his way to the ring first, here tonight in the 3rd ever match in GWA history, will be the man representing California, Diego the Golden Lion Hernandez. Comes out to the ring wearing that trademark gold and black outfit. Wears gold and calls himself the Golden Lion because he believes he is the best in the entire world, and he is here to prove that in the Global Wrestling Association. Can he go on to be the winner of the American League? And can he go on to be the first ever GWA World Champion? And his opponent here tonight is Colorado's Cole Rocky Mountain Falconer. Just an intimidating presence making his way to the ring. It's black and white lighting taking over the arena. Taking over your screens. This is what you're seeing is what I'm seeing on my monitor. Cole Falconer, an absolute beast of a man, making his way to the ring. I don't know if you can't see it through the black and white screen, but he is wearing a baby blue outfit. Baby blue and gray. Cole Falconer just taking a slow walk to the ring. Just these red lights flashing in the arena. Smoke on the stage. Once again, you can't see the red lights because of the black and white filter that has taken over our screen. Cole Falconer has this crowd almost stunned to silence right now. And there it is, that red lighting that we've been seeing his entire entrance. The black and white filter's gone. Cole Falconer. This is about to be an absolute war between these two. The energetic Diego Hernandez taking on whatever this is, Cole Falconer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a war. It is time to find out who's going to pick up 3 points here in the week 1 of the GWA American League. Remember, there are two matches per league, or there are 2 shows per league per week. And this is only the first show of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get to the action. Cole Falconer taking on Diego Hernandez. The bell has rung. Diego, the Golden Lion Hernandez, coming out of the gate strong with these strikes. Already going for the pin attempt here on Cole Falconer, and a kick out at 0. We're going to have to do a lot more damage to Cole. And a sling blade from Falconer, and a standing shooting star press. Cole Falconer making his presence felt, and there's Diego Hernandez one-upping him there. That is why he calls himself the best in the world. That is why he is the Golden Lion. Delivering these strikes and these combinations, one-upping his opponent on every single turn. That springboard stunner. Shout out John Cena. Now twisting the arm down to the mat. The referee is just here to enforce the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Now Diego Hernandez once again with these combinations, catching Cole Falconer off guard, and now bending the knee down to the mat. Falconer in a bad way here. I don't see how he's getting out of this. Diego Hernandez just keeping this blitz of offense on him. Went for a drop down attempt. Went to try to trip Cole Falconer with that drop down. Falconer able to step over it, but eats a DDT. Gets his neck spiked into the mat. Suicide dive attempt. But Falconer able to get out of the way. Tried to work his legs, but Diego Hernandez was able to get back to his feet. Eats a German suplex for his troubles, and there's another one right on the steel part of that stage. Oh, man. Diego Hernandez's back just bouncing off that concrete floor. I thought it was the steel. The steel's a little bit farther up the ramp. Count of 6 now. I was about to say, if Diego wouldn't have gotten in the ring by the count of 10, Cole Falconer would have gotten an easy 3 points here. Now leapfrog attempt. And now another DDT. You can see the way Cole Falconer's body bends from those DDTs. Eating that kick, though. Oh, man. Cole Falconer able to reverse that. I believe it was another DDT attempt. Falconer able to reverse it into a power slam. The height and strength advantage goes to Cole Falconer, who is now just going to start dissecting Diego, the Golden Lion Hernandez. And now a Russian leg sweep. You can see Diego's head just rebounding into the mat, that wood and steel. Diego Hernandez back to his feet already. Sorry, I choked saying that. Suicide dive attempt number 2, and that one is successful. That is why they call it high risk, high reward. Diego Hernandez now back in control of this match, but another sling blade changing that immediately. Falconer with an elbow. Now up to the top rope goes Cole Falconer, just jumping up to the top rope. Elbow drop right onto the throat of Diego Hernandez. This one's over. And a kick out at 1 from Diego Hernandez. You can see both these men want those 3 points. Both these men want to start off their season 1-0. This 21-week regular season, each wrestler will compete in 10 matches within their own league until we get to the postseason. There is a mid-season tournament that does involve both leagues, but that is later on in the season. We will discuss that when it's time for that. Count of 3 now. Diego Hernandez is going to take that time to breathe. So is Cole Falconer. Both these men, you can see the wear and tear this match is taking on them. You can see both these men are willing to do whatever it takes to come out on top. And that basement drop kick from Diego, but it is a 1 count. Cole Falconer kicking out at 1. Power slam attempt, no! Just dropping him down to the mat. Diego Hernandez back in control. When he loses in height, he is making up for in the aggressiveness, keeping the pressure on Cole Falconer, keeping the pressure going in this match, not allowing Cole to breathe at all. And another power slam down to the mat. They're going up to the middle rope now. What's he thinking here? Calling for him to get to his feet. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Oh, the referee almost got taken out by that one. 1, 2, and that's 3. No. Cole Falconer able to kick out. So much has been taken out of both these men, and now a drop kick through the chest of Diego Hernandez. There's a splash from Cole Falconer. That is all the energy he possibly had left. Was able to connect to that splash. What's he going for here? And a power bomb driven through the mat. Diego Hernandez is done. 1, 2, and that's 3. Cole Falconer picking up the victory here tonight. Cole Falconer picking up those 3 points as he starts his season 1-0. And Diego Hernandez starts his 0-1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the next matchup here in the GWA arena, in the American League arena. We have, from Connecticut, Anthony Graves taking on Delaware's own Nick #1 Cooper. And making his way to the ring first here in the American League arena is Anthony the Connecticut Chariot Graves. This is the man representing Connecticut. And there you hear his theme song, a very unique theme song at that. Always sporting that Philippians 4:13 ring gear. Philippians 4:13, of course, being I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that is something that Anthony Graves walks confidently in. Knows that God is always with him, just like he is with all of you at home. Anthony Graves looking to pick up a victory here tonight, but to do so, he's going to have to go through Delaware's own Nick Cooper. Nick Cooper may not look like much, but he is an absolute machine in that ring. Someone who can take a lot of punishment and still keep getting up and moving forward. That is what Anthony Graves is going to have to overcome here tonight. And if anyone can do it, I believe it is Anthony Graves, who is fully capable of doing so. And now it is time to bring out his opponent from Delaware, Nick Cooper. And here he comes, Nick #1 Cooper. Calls himself #1 because he believes that he is #1. Simple as that. There you see, just showing off. Like I said, he doesn't look like much, but when he is in that ring, he is the most resilient man possibly in all of the GWA. Nick #1 Cooper. Just like Diego Hernandez, wearing gold to show that he is #1.
to show that he is the best in the world. And here in the GWA, he has a chance to prove that. Has a chance to prove that he, along with his entire state, is the #1 state and is the best in the entire world. There you see Anthony Graves on the outside of the ring, just getting ready for this match, shaking off the nerves, realizes what this match is about, realizes what this matchup represents, realizes what this matchup is for. Starting his season 1-0. Both these men looking to start their season 1-0. Looking to start off with those 3 points. And right now that Anthony Graves is looking game ready. But he's going to have to get through Nick Cooper. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to ring the bell and figure out who is the better man, who is representing the better state. Is it Connecticut or is it Delaware? And right now, Nick Cooper spiking Anthony Graves into the mat. DDT, almost looked like a hammerlock DDT. Anthony Graves wasn't able to move his arms, wasn't able to support himself on that fall. It's a dangerous position to be in. That middle rope drop kicks going straight through Anthony Graves. Double axe handle to the back. Graves now, though, I believe he does have the power advantage in this matchup, and now hating Nick Cooper out to dry on that top rope. But Nick Cooper, like I said, a very resilient man, can take a lot of punishment and dole out a bunch of punishment too. And that is exactly what he's trying to do here, starting to wear down Anthony Graves. But that is not going well. As of now, Graves back to his feet. There's a back elbow, laying Nick Cooper out. Now the ground and pound attempt, and now a stomp to the chest for good measure. Just tossing Nick Cooper, showing off that he has the power advantage in this matchup. Continuing to toss a grown man across the ring. Now stomping on the ankle, going to start preventing him from walking, going to prevent him from doing a lot of his offense. Like that drop kick that we saw earlier in the match, or just a couple minutes ago, honestly. Now belly-to-belly suplex, sending Nick Cooper across the ring. Cooper now. Headlock. Starting to wear down Anthony Graves. Cooper now going to return the favor, start wearing down Anthony. Now dragging him into the corner, face first off that top turnbuckle. Power slam, Anthony Graves. I thought Nick Cooper was about to go to the top rope, just going for the cover instead, and that's not going to be enough. Only a 1 count, says the referee. And now BFT, blood force trauma, but Anthony Graves back to his feet, showing that fighting spirit, sending Nick Cooper into the mat face first. 1, 2, and a kick out. Right back to his feet, delivering that big move, sending Nick Cooper straight into the mat face first. Now deadlift, sit out, power bomb from Anthony Graves, and it's only a 1 count. Anthony Graves looking at the referee in disbelief. Went for an elbow drop. Nick Cooper out of the way quickly though. And now a neck breaker to Anthony Graves. Nick Cooper was thinking about going high risk. Saw Anthony Graves getting back to his feet, decided against it. And now off the ropes, going for a splash. Anthony able to get out of the way though. Graves hitting that move. Oh, wait a minute. Is this locomotion? Never mind. Drift away. Connecting. That swinging neck breaker. 2 and a 3 count. Anthony Graves, a unique move. Picking up the victory here with that swinging neck breaker. Anthony Graves picking up 3 points. Picking up a victory here tonight. Starting his season 1-0. Congratulations to Anthony Graves, but it is time to move on to your co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. From Florida, we have Marco Rodriguez taking on Georgia's own Thomas Carter. And it is time to get into your co-main event. And making his way into the American League Arena first will be Florida's own Marco Tidal Wave Rodriguez. Marco Rodriguez, do not let the cool, calm, and collected demeanor fool you whatsoever. When that bell rings, he is there to rip his opponent's head off. And that is exactly what he is looking to do here tonight in his debut matchup here in GWA. Looking to start his season off 1-0 like we've seen so many do here tonight already. Just recently, Anthony Graves picking up that victory just a couple of moments ago. Marco Rodriguez looking to do the same, but to do that, he is going to have to get through Georgia's own Thomas Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time to bring out his opponent representing Georgia. Marco Rodriguez really gonna just soaking in this moment. Like I said, don't let the cool, calm, and collected demeanor fool you. He is here to rip somebody's head off. And that is exactly what he is looking to do to this man, his opponent here tonight, Georgia's Thomas Carter. Thomas Carter goes by the nickname Georgia Grit, representing his home state. Doesn't really show too much emotion. Kind of just walks straight to the ring, staring a hole through his opponent. This man is strictly business. Almost scaring me. Almost looking through my soul. Looking into our announce table, looking into the monitor that I'm looking at. Thomas Carter, a very scary individual. That is what Marco Rodriguez is going to have to compete with here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, it is sure to be a good matchup. Both these men were picked to represent their state for a reason. Here in the GWA, the entire existence of the GWA, that is. And now Marco Rodriguez starting things off with a kick to the gut and a sit-out Tiger driver from Marco Rodriguez. What a move that was. Starting things off hot in this matchup. But Thomas Carter already shutting things down with a kick to the dome. Now being tossed into the corner. Getting those boots up though. Thomas Carter looking to keep control in this match. Now hanging him up on that top rope. Oh man. Marco Rodriguez in a bad way now. Having his leg bent the opposite direction that it's supposed to go. Thomas Carter now in control of this match. Not keeping the pressure on though like he should. Oh, wait a minute. What's happening here? No. Oh! His spine being dropped on where the wood meets steel, that apron. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a comfortable landing. That is just a steel beam that Marco Rodriguez's spine just landed on. Now Thomas Carter, what a move there. This match is surely over. 1, 2, and a kick out somehow from Marco Rodriguez. Thomas Carter now a knee into the face, driving it through the face of Marco Rodriguez. Thomas Carter in firm control of this matchup here right now. Nowhere for Marco Rodriguez to go. Trying his best to fight back. We'll see how long this offensive burst lasts. A power bomb. Oh, that was a unique move. A sit-out power bomb after bouncing him off the top rope. Amount of control that takes for Marco Rodriguez just to be able to execute that move. There you see a little bit of emotion from Thomas Carter, hyping himself up, hyping the crowd up here tonight. And now getting his head bouncing off the barricade. That was a brutal move from Marco Rodriguez. Thomas Carter's head and part of his spine bouncing off of that barricade. Just getting dropped. His full body weight going into that barricade. The barricade, of course, reinforced to keep the crowd at bay, to keep the crowd where they're supposed to be in the crowd, and to protect the crowd from the wrestlers as well. That is not a comfortable landing, but Thomas Carter in control of this match once again. Now just bending the leg around that rope. So much tension in that rope that is like having your leg bent around a metal post. Marco Rodriguez looking to fight back, gets a spear into the corner for his troubles. Now being stomped out. Dropped flat on his back from Thomas Carter, should I say. Thomas Carter, what's he thinking here? Oh no, not again, not again. Come on, man. Spine first goes Marco Rodriguez. On the outside of the ring, his spine meeting that steel apron once again. Marco Rodriguez somehow bouncing back into this matchup, returning the favor. Oh, that cannot feel good whatsoever. Thomas Carter's head bouncing off the steel beam that we call an apron. Oh, that cannot feel good. I'm holding my own head right now. Can't even imagine the pain that Thomas Carter just felt go through his body. His whole body had to go in shock in that little moment, but now he has to pick himself up and try to continue to win this matchup. Just manhandling Marco Rodriguez. Now referee in perfect position here, and a kick out from Marco Rodriguez. Thomas Carter just stomping him down. Once again, another stomp for good measure. Now a deadlift power bomb. No clue how he just mustered that strength. Deadlift power bomb to Marco Rodriguez. And now Thomas Carter on the top rope. What's he looking for here? A splash from the top rope. Clearing the entire half of the ring. 1, 2, and that's no, it's a 2 count, says the referee. Once again, Thomas Carter going to the top rope. Again with that splash from the top rope. Good night, Marco Rodriguez. This match is for certain over. And a boom drop from Thomas Carter. Georgia Grit showing why he has that nickname, but the referee says once again that it's a 2 count. Thomas Carter now, what's he looking for here? And there's a trouble in paradise from Thomas Carter. 2, and that's 3. Good night, Marco Rodriguez. And congratulations, Thomas Carter. Oh, come on. This is just a... Come on, you just won the match. Just telling the entire crowd to do you know what. Come on, man. This is shameful behavior. Switching gears from that disgusting display, it is time for your main event of the evening, the main event of GWA 1. We have Kaani Leilani from Hawaii taking on Idaho's Luke Miller. Let's get to the arena for the final matchup of the evening. And making his way to the ring first for the first ever main event in GWA history is the man who goes by the nickname the Island King. Representing Hawaii, Kaani Leilani. There you see him just soaking in this moment. Calls himself the Island King because that is how he sees himself. That is how he views himself. And quote, that is how he treats himself. Kalani Leilani making his way into the arena here tonight, taking on Luke Miller of Idaho. This is not going to be an easy match for Kalani Leilani to win. Luke Miller, a very dangerous individual, a very dangerous competitor, just like Kalani. Ladies and gentlemen, this is sure to be a stacked main event. This is sure to be, for all intents and purposes, a bar burner. And here comes Luke Miller, the final entrance in the first ever matchup in GWA history, the first ever main event. Realizes the magnitude of this moment, realizes what this moment means. Management selected Luke Miller of Idaho to be the main event here in the first ever episode of GWA, the first ever episode in the American League. Just cool, calm, and collected, kind of just strutting to the ring. Luke Miller is here, and he is here to pick up a victory. He is here to walk out of here with those 3 points. Both these men will do anything in their power to walk out of this matchup, to walk out of this main event with their arm raised and their head held high. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to see who is going to do just that. Who is going to walk out of GWA 1 winner? Who is going to walk out with those 3 points? Kalani Leilani immediately chopping down Luke Miller. Here's the thing about Luke Miller of Idaho. Is a very resilient individual. Knows what it takes to win. Knows what it takes for him to walk out of here victorious. Now just eating a German suplex. Forget what I'm saying. Just got dropped on the back of his neck. Luke Miller might be in trouble here. Taking on Kalani Leilani. Being dropped spine first into the mat. Things are not looking good for Luke Miller. Luke Miller, though, trying to change his fortunes here, trying to change the course of this matchup. I may not believe in fortune telling or anything like that. I don't even know why I said that. But Luke Miller looking to change his luck here tonight. Looking to change the course of this matchup. Kalani being sent over the ropes. Now being hung over the ropes by Kalani Leilani, though. Luke Miller being sent off the ropes now. A leapfrog from the big boy, Kalani. Went for a back elbow. Luke Miller had it scouted. Now sending Kalani back over the ropes. To the outside we go here in the main event of GWA number 1. Headlined by Leilani and Miller. Both these men gonna do whatever it takes to walk out of this matchup with their hand held up. And with those 3 points, one of these men will walk out of GWA number 1 as the winner of the first ever main event in GWA history. That is what this moment means. That is what this moment is for. And Kalani Leilani crashing and burning, dove through the middle rope as Luke Miller was sliding into the ring, not even rolling into the ring. Miller avoided disaster there. Almost had 300 pounds of Kalani Leilani crashing into him. Miller, what's he thinking here? Calls this submission the spud. And now gets dropped on his spine again. Just too much power from Leilani. Luke Miller in a bad way here. The submission move, no effect on Leilani. And a kick out from Miller. Something has to give in this match. One of these men needs to find an opening. And a hip toss from Miller. Might have just done that. Needs to keep the pressure on. Needs to keep going in this matchup if he wants to knock off the bigger and more powerful Kani Leilani. And pile driver on the outside of the ring. I think I may have said it earlier in the show. I don't really remember, to be honest. But the outside of that ring is just a concrete floor with a thin pad on it. And Kani Leilani just got dropped head first straight onto it, begging for more, begging for Luke Miller to give him his best. Now a throat chop it looked like from Luke Miller, and a Samoan spike from Luke Miller, taking this victory by force. Here is your winner in the first ever matchup, the first ever main event, should I say. Luke Miller of Idaho, and now has his victory trombone, as he calls it, playing his victory song, and he deserves to do just that. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, subscribe, leave feedback, and God bless you all. Peace.